right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for Sunday, Fun Day, the 9th of May, 2021. We've got the moon moving through the last degrees of Aries. Our emotional moon, emotional securities, in a place of feeling self. This is about feeling self, honoring our individuality, honoring our spark, our passion, our joy, the things that get us up and get us moving, being excited about life. And around noon, we have the moon fired up, amped up about self, squaring off to Pluto, retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. And Pluto and Capricorn, of course, this is about transformation of how we view ourselves as an authoritative figure. This is how we view ourselves in a place of structure and how we're disciplining ourselves. This is us staying on top of ourselves. That's what this energy is all about right here. It's like we don't need that outside influence to get us up and getting us motivated to start a project, to finish a project. Starting something is a really great thing for this energy. The sun holds down this energy of finishing it. You know, so the moon right here says spark. Let's spark this creativity. Pluto says yes. If you're going to spark it, I'm going to see this through here in Capricorn. And the sun as well is saying, I'm going to see whatever is going on, whatever gets started here. Let's finish it up. So we have, quite a few more days left of the sun here in Taurus, which is quite exciting. That steadfast holding the pace car kind of the zodiac. So it's keeping it moving. Lastly, we have Venus, in the sign of Gemini. Later, the moon is going to move into Taurus, stable Taurus. But this Venus here in Gemini, Venus is everything we love, want, and desire. And with these energies, this love, want, and desire, material possessions, the things that we value ourselves, reflecting back the moon over in the sign of Aries, valuing ourselves, valuing our minds, valuing that of which we think about. This is very important right now with Mercury, the North Node, and Venus all in the sign of Gemini. And it's about looking at both sides of the coins, where we've been, where we're going, this information of being correct, this information of being correct, this information being wrong, this information being wrong. There's two sides to every coin. And coming back to that of which we value and honoring ourselves, honoring our minds. Part of this is saying, why do I love what I love? Why do I appreciate what I appreciate? Why do I think I love this? Why do I think I desire this? So this is some energy that we're going to be feeling for about 3.5 weeks here. I think June 2nd is when Venus moves out, and Mercury's going to retrograde here in a couple of weeks. But it's like, why do we value what we value? Why do we hold this thing in our minds that says, this is what I like, this is what I love, this is what I desire? And sometimes there can be an unraveling truth, seeking truth, right? North Node in Gemini, that once we get the thing that we think we wanted, we realize we didn't really want it. So it's like, what part of ourselves is saying, I want this? So it's like the body has needs, the heart has needs, our sexual desires have needs. All of, there's a lot of different elements that's going on here that tell us what we want or desire. And sometimes this is like coming back to self while the moon is still in the sign of Aries, coming back to self and checking in with our own, inner child and highest self to see what it is of why we want and desire these things that we want. It's like we can desire, a delicious cake, but then eating it immediately be like, oh my God, my stomach, I feel terrible and bloated and not good. Where was the satisfaction? Where was the joy in it? In the thought? Or in the execution. Anyway, so these are some of the thoughts that are going up over the next couple of weeks. And then we have at 8 p.m. the moon is going to move into the exalted sign of Taurus to join the sun, getting ready for this new moon. So it's coming from a place of self getting amped up and amped up and excited about self, excited about our projects, excited about what's coming. The summer's coming here in the northern hemisphere, end of autumn coming here in the southern hemisphere, the beginning of winter. So there's all this this on the curve of new information coming around right now. So there's this spark of energy to get us up and excited moving forward, and then now the moon moves into Taurus, which says, okay, I'm not just going to be the spark of the match and fizzle out. I'm going to make sure that I've put everything in line, and that's part of what that square is to Pluto as well, earlier in the morning at noon. It's just like, if you set up one domino and put it over, that's it. But it's like if you set up this series of dominoes, and you push it over, there's a longer chain of events. There's a longer chain reaction. So this is like setting ourselves up to making sure that we're doing the work, putting all the dominoes in place so that when we push that one over, when we push start on whatever it is that we're trying to execute, that the forward motion will keep us moving. Yeah? All right, my friends. That is our Sunday Fun Day. As always, thank you for hanging out with me. Much love and appreciation to you. Enjoy the day, and we'll see you tomorrow.